to Who is the Killer's Quiz from Crime Rim's channel. This quiz will test your knowledge of the names of America's most notorious serial killers. With 20 challenging rounds, you'll have just 10 seconds for each. Can you name them all and prove you're a true crime expert? Let's get started.
Question 1. Which killer was known as the Green River Killer? A. Ted Bundy, B. Gary Ridgway, C. Jeffrey Dahmer. Time's up. The correct answer is Gary Ridgway. He confessed to murdering 49 women in Washington state. Question 2. Who was dubbed the Killing Clown? A. Ed Gein, B. Richard Ramirez, C. John Wayne Gacy. Time's up. The correct answer is John Wayne Gacy. He lured young boys to his home, where he committed horrific crimes. Question 3. Which killer was known for his charming personality and confessed to over 30 murders? A. H. Holmes, B. Ted Bundy, C. Albert Fish. Time's up. The correct answer is Ted Bundy. His charisma helped him gain the trust of his victims. Question 4. Who was the infamous BTK killer? A. Gary Ridgway, B. Albert Fish, C. Dennis Rader. Time's up. The correct answer is Dennis Rader. He taunted police with letters detailing his crimes for decades. Question 5. Which killer was known for his gruesome methods, including cannibalism? A. Jeffrey Dahmer, B. Ed Gein, C. Richard Ramirez. Time's up. The correct answer is Jeffrey Dahmer. He murdered and dismembered 17 young men. Question 6. Who was responsible for the Son of Sam murders? A. John Wayne Gacy, B. David Berkowitz, C. Gary Ridgway. Time's up. The correct answer is David Berkowitz. He terrorized New York City in the late 1970s. Question 7. Which killer was known as the Boston Strangler? A. H. Holmes, B. Richard Ramirez, C. Albert DeSalvo. Time's up. The correct answer is Albert DeSalvo. He confessed to killing 13 women in Boston. Question 8. Who was known as the Angel of Death? A. Harold Shipman, B. Ed Gein, C. John Wayne Gacy. Time's up. The correct answer is Harold Shipman. This doctor murdered patients under his care. Question 9. Which killer targeted young women and girls in California during the 1970s? A. Richard Ramirez, B. Gary Ridgway, C. Ted Bundy. Time's up. The correct answer is Ted Bundy. He preyed on young women across multiple states. Question 10. Who was known as the Iceman? A. John Wayne Gacy, B. Richard Kuklinski, C. Gary Ridgway. Time's up. The correct answer is Richard Kuklinski. He claimed to have killed over 100 people. Question 11. Which infamous killer was known for burying victims in his backyard? A. Gary Ridgway, B. John Wayne Gacy, C. Jeffrey Dahmer. Time's up. The correct answer is John Wayne Gacy. He buried many of his victims on his property in Illinois. Question 12. Who was the Happy Face Killer? A. Ted Bundy, B. David Berkowitz, C. Keith Jesperson. Time's up. The correct answer is Keith Jesperson. He earned his nickname by drawing smiley faces on letters to the media. Question 13. Which killer was known for his murder castle? A. Albert Fish, B. H. Holmes, C. Ed Gein. Time's up. The correct answer is H. Holmes. He built a hotel designed for murder during the Chicago World's Fair. Question 14. Who was known as the Black Widow for poisoning her husbands? A. Nanny Doss, B. Belle Gunness, C. Dorothea Puente. Time's up. The correct answer is Nanny Doss. She killed multiple husbands and family members for insurance money. Question 15. Which notorious killer operated in California during the late 60s and early 70s but was never caught? A. Ted Bundy, B. Richard Ramirez, C. Zodiac Killer. Time's up. The correct answer is Zodiac Killer. His identity remains a mystery to this day. Question 16. Who was known as the Angel of Death in a hospital setting? A. Harold Shipman, B. Michael Swango, C. Charles Edmund Cullen. Time's up. The correct answer is Charles Edmund Cullen, who admitted to killing at least 13 patients while working as a nurse. Question 17. Which killer claimed to be a vampire and drank the blood of his victims? A. Jeffrey Dahmer, B. Richard Ramirez, C. Ed Gein. Time's up. The correct answer is Richard Ramirez, who believed he was possessed by Satan during his killing spree. Question 18. Who was convicted of killing at least 10 people and often targeted hitchhikers? A. Robert Pickton, B. Ted Bundy, C. Gary Ridgway. Time's up. The correct answer is Ted Bundy, who often approached victims while pretending to be injured or in need of assistance. Question 19. Which killer had a penchant for dismemberment and kept trophies from his victims? A. Ed Gein, B. Jeffrey Dahmer, C. Albert Fish. Time's up. The correct answer is Jeffrey Dahmer, who kept body parts and photographs of his victims as trophies. Question 20. Who was known as the Railroad Killer? A. David Berkowitz, B. Angel Maturino Resendez, C. John Wayne Gacy. Time's up. The correct answer is Angel Maturino Resendez, who committed murders near railroad tracks across several states.
Thanks for playing. Subscribe to Crime Rim's channel for more captivating quizzes and chilling mysteries. And remember, not all monsters hide under your bed. Some are closer than you think.